Hey guys. Hey, I'm sorry I'm late, guys. Hi, Melanin Doc. Hey, Mysterious. Hey, Mean Mabes. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Hey, Felita, Overton or Overtown. Overtown 100. Hey, Miss OKC. Hi, Shan. Shan, did that facial thing ever really work out good from Duval? Did you like that? I'm wondering because they actually sent me a flat iron and I literally got it the day I got my hair braided. So I haven't even been able to use it yet, but they gave me like a 70% off discount code for everyone. But I haven't even really unboxed it yet. Hey Reese, how are you? Okay, no worries. No driving and texting. Hey Tanika, Sassy. Hey Newton's third law. Platinum Fox. Hey, Sammy Dizzle. How's it going? Guys, I would love to be on here at 10:30. I don't know. The morning goes so quick, doesn't it? A lot of you guys are still home, right? Because obviously I'm home. Um, a lot of you are, if you are back to work, you're working from home, right? Or laid off. Cat in the Hat. Hey, good morning, friend. My screen name is different from. Yes. Hey, how are you? Cat in the Hat's cute. Melanin Doc, when I saw Newton third law, I was like, what was that? Or what is it? I can't remember, but it just made me think like, I'm gonna need to look that up. That isn't what goes up must come down, is it? Let's see. Let's Anyone who says that this show is not intellectual, think again. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Well, I guess kind of what goes up must come down, but that's gravity. That's the but yeah. In other words, well, isn't that the perfect name for a reaction channel? I woke up my nap after getting the notification. Hey, girls. Hey, we are working in the office, but the patients are mostly telemed unless otherwise is medically needed. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Yes, yes. I love science. Science is like my favorite thing in the world. Next to math. Go figure. Mommy, can you please go sit down? Please, mommy. Mommy. Yes, dear. Huh? What? Come say in my ear. Can we talk about that later? You should have told me that a while ago. We'll talk about that later, okay? Okay? There's nothing I can do about that right now. Okay? Okay. Hello? Okay, sorry guys. All right, so Monday you guys were talking about we were talking about everything on Monday, but Monday you guys were saying that you guys wanted to like talk like three moms and stuff. So when we got off, I didn't even really know what you guys really want to talk about. There's been nothing going on, and I've been trying to not like beat the bushes and try to like I think that there's just been enough stuff that happened. So, you know, I mean, I'm still waiting for answers on a couple of things, but not really. Oh. So, any questions for me, three moms related or otherwise? I know there was like the whole hotel thing this weekend. I don't know what came of that. Honestly, I've been like so offline the past couple of days just because, Farrah had strep throat. Um, I hadn't been feeling well either. I didn't get strep, but I don't know. I had like a weird thing going on. My eyes were like kind of goopy, and I think I was wanting to get something, but because my immune system is so strong, but my glands were swollen, like right here, not on both sides, but just on one side. So I knew I was like fighting off something, but I didn't have a fever. I wasn't, and then I was like, well, maybe it's my allergies because I was listening to myself on Thursday or Friday or something, and I felt like I sounded really nasally. So I don't know, but my doctor sent me something and now I'm feeling much better and my eyes aren't goopy, but it was weird. Cat in the Hat, where's Fran? What? Mommy, stop. Hey, Courtney, how are you? Gosh, there's a lot of Courtneys here today. Courtney Fixie Mommy, Courtney Gamble. Anonymous Mom, are you asking the same question I am? Hey, Trinice. Your screen is blank. Can everyone else see me? I'm assuming everyone else can see me. Maybe just hit your reset button, Cat in the Hat. Okay. So yeah. Cat, go ahead and just hit like your refresh button or something. Maybe it's something weird. Oh, Courtney, no worries. No worries at all. Hey, Miss Brown. Hey, is it I'm assuming Mia, right? Okay. Okay. So any questions? I mean, we can kind of make this like an open question. I can also open the phone line. Let me go ahead and open that up just for anyone else who wants to call in. So hit the like button. Thank you, Felita. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. So Shan, you're saying that the system, the Duval, I forget what that thing was called. The spin something was good. Spin care system, actually. Hey, media hobbyist, how are you? Hi, Dawn. Hey, everyone. Hey, Black Dolly. Guys, if I missed you, I'm sorry. I never mean to do that on purpose. Mommy, come on. Don't do that. Let me tell you, we gave Mommy a bath last night that lasted like roughly about an hour. She got scrubbed up, down, all around, every crack and crevice. I had my kitchen type gloves on. I've got one set of gloves that are just for Mommy. She got scrubbed. I mean, she got her face washed, everything. I had her eyes covered, head to toe. Head to toe. But she's still going to the groomer on, I think, this Saturday because she needs a haircut bad. And yeah. Mommy, go. Mommy. She's looking at me like, really? I gotta go? Yeah, if you keep this up. Hey, Pauline. Okay, Trinice, hold on. Did you send? I'm assuming you sent it to Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Let me take a look. Hey, Latoy. Guys, if you guys have not gone over to my Facebook yet, you can go to Facebook and just do LX3 reactions, and I should come up. Or I think if you do Love Lies and Lace Fronts, but I want to say it's how old is my dog? 13 and a half. So she's not like super old, but she's a senior. You know, she's a senior gal. I'm gonna give her some gabapentin in a minute, but I just don't want to give her Remedil because she will be knocked all the way out. Mia, you're going to the 8th grade next year? Or is it Maya? Okay, I'm reading your email, Trinice. Okay.
I done my flashcards and I done.
Okay, you can turn the TV on if that's what you can turn the TV on, babe.
I need to wipe down my counter.
Okay, you can do that. Wipe your counter down and then you can turn the TV on, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Hey K Solo. So yeah, Trinice, I read your email, so I don't know how you want to. Okay, so but yeah, we can definitely talk about that. I'd like to maybe put something out about that topic and then maybe give some people some opportunity to get some headspace to think about, you know, that topic as a whole, and then maybe we could do like a call in about it maybe on Monday. You know, that would be good if you'd like to do that. So let me know. Hey Cheryl Waz. Okay. So I just want to warn you, Maya, we are obviously a group of women who are much older than yourself. So if you're going to the 8th grade, I'm assuming, and you are on track, this conversation is probably not for you, but you're welcome to stay. I would assume you've got parents in the building. So I don't know that they're going to appreciate you here for this conversation, but I just want to put the disclaimer out here that we are all over 21, let's say over 20. Yeah, all over 21. I don't know if everyone's over 25. But this is adult conversation. So, I would advise, look, I won't know if you're gone. Only you know if you're gone. In terms of chatting in the live, you know, I can't stop you. I guess, you know, I guess I could, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just giving you forewarning. Yeah, that this is adult conversation. So you're, you know, yeah, I don't want your mom or, you know, any guardian to come through here and have a problem that you were watching a live and you disclosed that you were a minor. So, do what you think is the right thing to do. Let's see, we're all over 20. Oh, Melanin Doc, you're 22. You must have been Doogie Howser then. You must have been in medical school like at 14 then. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Dominique. Hey, Elise. Okay, so hey, Miss BB, how are you? I'm so glad everyone is here. Guys, look, we can talk about whatever today. It's kind of like open mic. I'm gonna go ahead and get the call in. So if anybody wants to call in, we can do that. Otherwise, if you guys have three moms questions, we can talk about that. The one thing that kind of stuck out in my mind this week, I did see sitting in the sun here in London during YouTube. Oh, so maybe it was a troll, Carol. I'm not sure. But yeah, welcome from London. I enjoy many UK vloggers. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Tamla, Just Jazz, how are you? Crafty Capricorn, how's it going? But yeah, I don't know. Did you guys watch? So, and I'm not even going there. This is one of the a derivative channel of one of the three moms. So, I don't know who's caught anything on Mom Duke's channel. I did watch her video the other day. And I could feel her on, a mom level of not wanting her daughter to be criticized. And I get it. And also not wanting the criticism over on her channel. But, it was weird because I don't know if Mom Dukes really understands how like YouTube works in the sense that, I see that she's very savvy in terms of she's a mod, she knows how it works, she's got the whole channel, she's gone live, and I think that's very cool that she's doing that. I think that what happened was when they set the channel up and Jasmine kind of did a call to action for people from her community to go over to subscribe to her mom's channel, I think that kind of set her mom's channel up let me fix my chair. That kind of set her channel up to get that kind of traffic. Gosh, I was sitting low, wasn't I? I was practically on the floor. You know what I mean? You guys follow me on that? So, anonymous mom, so you're following me. So, like, in the sense that when she is like, hey, everybody, follow my mom. So they're following her. And it's like, oh, now I get an open window onto Jasmine's mom's side of the house, right? And I think when her mom is complaining that she's getting people over there who are commenting, these are people who probably can't comment in Jazz's videos. They're taking an opportunity to either like think that they're dropping dimes on Jazz, or they're going to like what kind of mom are you and things like that. I don't know, because I don't read Mom Duke's comment section. Mommy, out. Mommy, back it up. Back it up. But I felt her on her video. Like I could see that she was kind of really like, guys, I don't, I know you don't think I talk to my daughter, but I do. And I believe she does. Look, her mom is there for her, and they do have a nice relationship. Her mom seems to be a very nice lady. The kids love their granny, and Jasmine loves her mom, and they have a very nice relationship. So I see that her mom is there for her. There's not a whole lot that we've seen Jasmine do where her mom, or she doesn't mention, hey, my mom helped me with this, or my mom is there for that. I don't know who thinks that her mom is not there helping her. I mean, her mom can't do everything for her, but I see that her mom helps her. So, I mean, what more, right? But I think that the unwelcome negativity that she is experiencing on her channel is because, and I'm saying this with all due respect, Jasmine got you all your viewers. So all of your viewers came from your daughter's channel. Therefore, all of that energy, all of that, yeah, I mean, the best way to describe it is energy came to you from that channel. So not saying that her channel is negative by any means. It's just, I think that people see it as like a spinoff rather than if you had started your own channel, had been cooking, and Jasmine was like, hey, my mom's got a cooking channel. I'm going to collab with her and let people who were organically interested in seeing Mom Dukes cook come over there or not. It was just an immediate call to action of go sign up, go, because I'm trying to get her monetized because I want her to give up her part-time job. Hey, True. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, this week, if you are interested in getting a blinged mask from Miss True Redbone, on Friday, I am funding a $25 gift certificate to Miss True Redbone. So you can purchase or put that towards a purchase of one of these beautiful blinged out adult masks or child mask or whatever else. She's got bling for days. So I'm going to put that towards a purchase. So you can either buy within that amount or over that amount. You just supplement with the rest that you need to complete the transaction. But we are supporting Miss True Redbone this week. Last week we did Sofa Time Talks with Kels. I think I have a sponsor this week for a Walmart gift card. So there's probably going to be an e-gift card for $25 for Walmart. So that's what we're doing for Freestyle Friday this week. So just so you know ahead of time, it is gorgeous, isn't it? And I love this mask. Thank you. I think someone mentioned my jacket. It is an Adidas jacket. Yeah. I loved it because it's nude, right? If you guys, but it does have a big Adidas patch in the back, if you can see that. I don't know if you could see that or not. But yeah, I got it. It was actually the men's department. And yeah, I had to have it. I'm mad I didn't buy the pants actually, but they would have been way too long. But yeah, what did you guys think about that? Did you guys see Mom Duke's video? And are you feeling me on not the reason why? I don't know why she's getting like negative well, we know why she's getting the comments, but why people would think it's appropriate to comment on her channel about her daughter. But do you see why that kind of happened? I don't know if Jasmine explained that to her, that Mom, because you got a lot of my audience, because we kind of like, you know, I'm just going to say it took the easy way to get you subscribers. I sent you my subscribers. Once Mom Duke starts to get her own subscribers. So this is what I'm going to say. Mom Dukes, if you're watching, Jazz, if you're watching, Mom Dukes today, stop talking about your daughter. Like if it's, and I'm not talking, you know what I mean? Like don't mention your daughter and her drama. Let's focus on you, Miss Cheryl, and what you're doing. You're cooking. If you garden, being a grandma, you need to focus on you, because all the people who are going to your channel to find tea on your daughter, they're not going to find that anymore. And they're going to be like, oh, this is kind of like a grandmom channel. I'm either here for it or I'm not. So they will leave. I mean, they may not unsubscribe, but they may not show up as much. And as you start tagging your videos, you know, grandmom of 4, grandmom of twins, grandmom of 3 girls, 1 boy, you know, cooking, you know, neck bones, mukbangs with my daughter, you know, mom and daughter YouTubers. As soon as you start tagging and earning your audience, because in a way it was a grab. It was, you know, you got an audience that belonged to another person for reasons that were not your same, because you're not a drama channel, right? You're not a, you and Jasmine are living 2 different lives. I'm gonna put it that way, right? And that same energy is going to come to your channel. That's what's going on. So you have I heard your video. Certainly I'm not any of the negative reaction that you're getting. I don't comment on your channel. This is the first time I'm really talking about your channel. Jasmine, you, with good intention, I'm sure, because you wanted your mom to have the income from a working channel. It would have been better to maybe do a collab with her. And, but I would encourage you to not post any other drama about your daughter or respond to any more drama about your daughter. If you want to respond to drama about your daughter, do it on her channel. Don't do it on your channel. Your channel is Cooking with Mom Dukes. So I would suggest cook. I would say grocery hauls, all the things that you said you wanted to do that you haven't wanted to do because of all the negativity. I would, as soon as you get paid for those last couple videos, if you are monetizing these last few videos, get paid for them and delete them, or make them inactive and start scratch with videos about you for your audience related towards cooking and food shopping and grandma life and all of those, and a woman who is doing her thing, has a nice home, has a grown daughter and grandchildren, who is 50 plus and who looks very good and who has a nice boyfriend. I mean, you got a whole full life, Miss Cheryl. Okay. You don't necessarily need Jasmine for content. I'm sure you have your own content on your own. So guys, I think so too, Courtney. Courtney C says she felt for Mom Dukes, and it is, look, the lady is she can take it. Obviously, she's 55. It's not like, I mean, she's a grown woman, but she's like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. And I felt her on that, and I certainly appreciated it, but I just don't know if you know that I don't think she intended, because Jasmine loves you. We know this. I don't think Jasmine would have set you up for the okie doke, but basically it was kind of like the okie doke, right? If I had a friend who had who wants to garden, and she said, Francoise, can you help me with my channel? And I tell all of you good people, hey, go check her out. Let's see, you guys are all, my audience. Well, I don't know what you guys would do. I'm assuming you guys may not necessarily be into gardening. But if it was a tea channel, maybe be like, yeah, girl, this is kind of not so much of an extension, but this is also a niche that I'm already interested in. I'm just saying, it's kind of like something we talked about on Monday, where somebody is of a certain age and their daughter is a whole nother age, like 18. And people were curious as to why they did not shout out their daughter's channel, which there's like a 25 year age gap. Not to say that person doesn't have a broad audience, but based on the subject matter and probably the average age is probably trending a lot older than what her daughter would probably want in her, would be interested in that content, on top of boundaries. Thank you, Courtney. So it is what it is. And I think that when you blur those lines, it becomes a shit show, potentially, right? So to avoid the shit show, Mom Dukes, if you're watching, Miss Cheryl, I'm going to say it like that, I think is her name, Cheryl. With all due respect, mom to mom, YouTuber to YouTuber, it's your daughter has set you up, You are monetized. I would be working on setting your own way right now. And if Jasmine's going to help you with the operations piece, uploading videos, things like that, but I would not, I'd be like, not, I would be focusing on you and what you're doing. You get me, right? You do, Tamla. Thank you. So you don't even really watch some of the channels because you get like a full update through us. That's cool. Hey Nikki B, how are you, dear? Hey Gwen. Yeah, boundaries are really important because like for instance on Saturday, we saw Starla Omega. When people started asking Strong Mommy Chrissy questions, she was like, no. I'm not answering kid questions right now. I don't want to talk about what was it, casseroles or can you talk to me about the farm tech program? She's in a hotel in what looked like a negligee or some type of something sexy-ish, maybe maybe like a silky type something. Can you tell me about the farm tech program, ma'am? And she was like, no, we'll have to do that another time. Like, really? You guys are asking me kid questions, farm tech questions, and I'm sitting all up in a hotel. And this is Starla Omega you are talking to right now. Okay. Like, no. So boundaries. So yeah. Chrissy was like, nah, we're not talking about that today. Her mom can have a fantastic channel. I think Cheryl seems to be a very nice lady. She is spunky. She is 55 years old. She got it going on. She got her boyfriend and she has her beautiful home and she don't have no kids living with her. And I'm here for it. So that is something I don't really want to get tea from about Jasmine on her mom's channel, contrary to what some of you guys might think out there. No, I don't. I mean, if her mom put out a video and it was something interesting to watch, like I just did, yeah. But as far as, nobody deserves, like, people should leave family members. Like, if she wanted to get all up in this community, then okay, all right, come on in. But obviously not. But I would suggest, hashtagging Be Love and, some of these other moms that cook. That's all I'm saying. So if you want some YouTube advice, I mean, look, I know your daughter is well equipped to help you, but if you want some advice outside of that, because I would never have set your channel up in that way, you would have just, I mean, honestly, would have just had to earn them 1 by 1, 10 by 10, 100 by 100. And people would have come, but hopefully they would have come because they saw you making like neck bones and macaroni and cheese and they were interested in watching you cook, not just so much, not in the vein of hearing tea on your daughter. I don't know. You know what, y'all? I'm going to be honest. I feel like I've been out of the loop. I have not been feeling well. Farrah, you guys know, was sick. I talked about that earlier. I was kind of low-key sick, but my body, because I've got that bomb ass immune system, would not let me get sick. But I knew I was sick because one of my glands was swollen. So right back here, you have one of your lymph nodes, and mine was a little bit swollen and hurting. And that, my body was trying to fight off some type of an infection. And I had some kind of like something come out of my eye. It was gross. So I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I don't know what it was. It could have been allergies, some type of sinus. I don't think I had bronchitis or anything like that, but I could have been working my way through like a sinus infection potentially. Anyway, when I went to the doctor for Farrah, we have the same doctor, and she prescribed me something. And then I also had something going on with my face too, as far as like breakout and But when you're taking your 2 doses of antibiotic a day, I mean, it's been doing wonders, and I'm just letting it do its work. And I've been a little bit run down. So yesterday, like I was up in the house. I was not even on these YouTube streets. Yes, my body was fighting. My body was like, not today. We're not breaking down during Corona. Girl, get it together. And because there was only one appointment when I set up Farah, we didn't have a double appointment. So my doctor, she was like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" And I was like, "My face is hurting." Like I've been breaking, and I have an appointment at the dermatologist on Friday. But it's not. This is called Fenty, NARS, and a little bit of Christian Dior. Like I got makeup on today. Okay. I broke out really bad, and yeah, Fenty is, I'm new to Fenty. I bought some concealer, and I bought it's a foundation in a flexible tube. I forget what it's called. But it's nice. It's the same consistency as like Tarte Shape Tape. And so if you like a very thick concealer and a thick foundation, and I use Sheer Radiance by NARS, and then there's the Christian Dior I use is like the Radiant Leads something. But yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was feeling like I looked not natural, but I appreciate it. I'm being very careful because I don't want, I'm sure all of you guys here in the chat, you guys are all lovely and would be kind, but there's some, some people are just waiting for you to show your slip. And so the minute they see something, they're gonna, so yeah, it was, so I wasn't feeling well. And so I kind of, it was a little bit rough, but I'm better now, I'm back and I'm better. So, but yeah, that's the one thing, girl, pounce on that ass, right? So, it is what it is. It's, this is YouTube. This is the mom sector. I mean, we are some mama bears over here. So, oh, thank you, T. I appreciate it. I am feeling better. Also just getting some sleep too. So Farah hadn't been well, so she wasn't like sleeping super well at night. So I wasn't. And then you heard mommy goes through it. She's a senior doggy, so she has drama from time to time. It is what it is. They've tried. Unless you're really sick. Yeah, my literal, I was waking up and like I couldn't even open my eyes. Like my eyes were like pasted, like it was nasty. I don't want to go into too much detail, but it was gross. Like if you go back and look at maybe last week on Wednesday, I think you could see, because I didn't put any eyeliner on that day. It was either Wednesday or Friday. My eyes were very irritated, but I tried to clean myself up as much as possible to come and do the live. But let me tell you, and these lights do wonders. I don't have heavy lights on today. It probably would look better if I put some other lights on. I just don't feel like it. Oh, Marshally. Well, everyone here is a queen. All of you wonderful ladies. And it's funny. I have like a 4% male audience. I was like, really? I'm shocked. Because I know the two guys that normally come through, STL and 2K, and then my husband, he's always listening. I thought that was like my whole male community, but apparently I got more. I've been pushing vitamins. Yes, I take my vitamins every single day. Plus I take bariatric vitamins because you guys know I had a VSG, vertical sleeve surgery. And so I have to take vitamins all the time. And another thing is for some reason, like my hair is growing a lot. I started taking a new vitamin. It's not even a hair, skin, and nail. It's really like an eye medication, vitamin or something. My hair, oh my God. Like I literally had a hair on my face that was it was like an inch long, like a hair. Like literally, it was a couple of, I was like, what is going on with, and like, I'm just feeling like I'm super hairy over here. And then my hair grew a lot when I took my weave out. But I'm going to see what it does. When I take these braids out, I'm going to go get like a wash and set and do my hair. Take your vitamins. Yeah, because that's what's keeping you Corona and COVID-19 free. Definitely the zinc, calcium, and magnesium, I think, are huge to help with your immune system. So I do take a lot of that. I also take B12, but I take a really, really good bariatric vitamin. And I take this other one that I'll have to tell you guys about. It's for eyes, but I think it has biotin and something else in it. And then I take a prescription grade vitamin D once a week. So, I may have a bun in the oven. No, that would be fun. You know what? Maybe I'll have to take a pregnancy test on my other channel and spice things up a little bit. I'm just like married woman taking pregnancy tests. Like, you know what? The funny thing is when I found out I was almost finished with my first trimester when I found out I was pregnant with Farrah. Like, I mean, we knew because we were trying, but like we didn't know I was pregnant, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. It was kind of a wow, but it wasn't because we weren't trying. It was more so like, oh my God, it finally happened. But because of the letdown of taking so many pregnancy tests all the time and they're always being negative, when I took the pregnancy test, I was just like, what? I was really, really shocked. And I took another one, which I know is silly because it wouldn't have activated the strip if there was not the presence of the HCG, right? So I did have to take a second one. But we found out it was Christmas Day, and that is why Farrah's middle name is Noel, which is French for Christmas, because we found out on Christmas Day that I was pregnant. And by the time, so, you know, of course, the doctor's offices were all closed. So by the time I got into the doctor's office, I think I was almost, I was either at like 11 and something or 12. Like basically, my doctor was like, congratulations, you're already through your first trimester. I was like, well, that was easy, you know? But the funny thing is that my sister-in-law, who has a son who is literally 10 months older than Farrah, who a lot of people have tried to say is my husband's secret son. So drop some tea on me, which is obviously not, because that's his sister's son. But her son is 10 months older than Farrah. So when she was in the hospital having him in October, I did not go visit her in the hospital because I felt like I had the flu. And I was really sick. I threw up. I was just sick. And so she had the baby, and I called her and I was like, I think I got the flu, you know, because I had just done a pregnancy test. I wasn't pregnant. And it just, I don't know, I was sick. And so he was born, I think, like October 20th. So let's just say 2 months later by that, you know. So it was Christmas Day when I found out I was pregnant. But so I don't know how many weeks that was, maybe 8, 9, 10 weeks, whatever, ever many weeks it was from October 20th to December 25th. in between then. So that might have been like implantation. Sometimes people say like when when everything is kind of implanting and whatever, you can get like flu-like symptoms. I got the weirdest pregnancy symptoms. I had symptoms like bloody nose. So like when I was at work, one day I was talking to someone and literally like blood just started gushing out of my nose because I do have sinus problems anyway. And my sinus problems were just exacerbated like crazy when I was pregnant. Also, another weird thing that happened to me, like you guys even asked, was right before Thanksgiving, and keep in mind, I still didn't know I was pregnant yet. We went for a walk, and my husband had Lil Mama, and we were just walking, and I just like fell. Like I just literally just fell. Nikki, what's going on? Is something wrong? People are saying prayers and congratulations. We're planning to start the journey for baby number 5. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Congratulations. Yes, that's going to be beautiful. But yeah, so no, I didn't faint, Pauline. It was like I just fell. Maybe that was kind of like a low-key faint, but I literally I fell. And my boyfriend at the time, because we were not married when I had Farah, you have to be so specific because my God, if I say my husband turned around, so he's my husband today, he was my boyfriend then, was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just fell. So we're walking down the street. It's like our typical route. And went down the street a little bit further. I fell again. So I started falling, which I soon found out was another symptom of pregnancy, like losing your balance. What was another symptom I had? I had weird, like, shit happen to me when I was pregnant, but it was, it was interesting. But Nikki, that is awesome. So, I was pregnant the week before I was to start IVF cycle. So let me ask, Nikki, do you want to call in to explain? Okay, lupus. Okay, got it. So when you were pregnant last time, that was baby number 4, are you saying? And then now you're starting baby number 5. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I don't know what I was talking about before. I started randomly talking about my pregnancy symptoms, but we are so happy for you, Nikki. And I tell you, babies are awesome. And no, I didn't know I had lupus until after baby number 4. Okay. Hey, sister girl. Yeah, so, I know we were talking about Mom Duke's channel, but that was pretty much it. That's my full recommendation on that. So just circling back and closing, tying that up with a ribbon, and that being over. And then we were talking about boundaries, and then I mentioned about Starla. Yeah, I just, I think no, and I'm going to tell you why, Megan. So I had a hysterectomy. I had terrible fibroids. And so no, I can't have any more kids. It's a wrap for me. It's funny because you know how Facebook reminds you of stuff. I got a reminder today. I saw like a beautiful bouquet of flowers that my sister sent me when I came home from the hospital. And I think that was 4 years ago. Was that 4 years ago? I think it was 4. Yeah, because it said 16. So, but yeah, we waited almost 5 years because Farrah will be 9 in July. And I had really bad fibroids and they were very, very painful. And even when I was pregnant with Farrah, there was a fibroid that was growing in size that literally when they used to do the ultrasound, because I used to have to go get them pretty frequently because I was considered high risk. So I was going to like maternal and fetal medicine. There is one of my ultrasound pictures, or one of Farrah's ultrasound pictures rather, where literally she is laying on a fibroid like it's a pillow. And I was getting, so I would have like a nerve kind of thing going on in my upper thigh because, of course, it was feeding the fibroid. Well, Tamla, I'm not as young as you might think. But thank you for saying that. Yeah. I was outed for being in my 40s. At some point. So, this is turning into dropping some tea on your host hour today, huh? So you guys are learning some stuff about me. But yeah, we are really lucky. We are very lucky. And kind of like what you said, Nikki, you found out you were pregnant right before IVF. I wasn't planned on IVF, but I had said if we hadn't gotten pregnant by the new year, that I would go to the reproductive endocrinology practice. And I knew I had fibroids, but my fibroids were not significant enough. They said that mine were very small, but pregnancy, they got fed well. So they became actually pretty big. And then with my, my underlying other medical conditions, that don't stop me from doing anything else. But they were just kind of like, we'll see. Let me tell you, Lady B, ovarian cysts, when I was in my 20s, oh my God, I literally, yes, yes, Black Dolly, she really is. She really is. Ovarian cysts, I literally had 5 cysts rupture in a day. I was at work, like I was a branch manager of a staffing company, and it was payday. Like for some reason, I was in the office like pretty much alone. And I think my admin was there, but I was in the office managing and, handing out paychecks and all that kind of stuff. Literally, I was doubled over with pain. And I was like, what is wrong with me? I kept like, I was popping Tylenols like Tic Tacs that day. Right. And I was like, what is going on? I just had really, really, really bad cramps. And anyway, finally, I ended up going to urgent care. They sent me to the hospital. This urgent care was attached to the hospital. So they sent me next door to the emergency room. And I guess maybe they did an ultrasound, and they were like, you've had 4, and they're like, no, you had 3 very large cyst rupture and 2 very small ones. I don't even know how you even walked in here. Some people would have fainted by now. Like, I guess I have a very high pain threshold. So, let me see. Yes, you're right, Lady B. Pregnancy and hypertension do not mix. So yeah, it was rough. Let me tell you, I have the pictures of, they gave me, the copy of my report and the pictures of my, of what they took out and the fibroids and everything. And it was not pretty. Those ruptured cysts, let me tell you. But when I was in labor, I labored for a long time. I didn't have any. I was like, this feels like period cramps to me. I guess because I was always like in some sort of pain, womanly pain. It didn't bother me to be in labor because it just felt like bad cramps. I had bad cramps my whole entire life. So, and then my dad was a doctor, my mom was a nurse. There was never like a reason to not go to school. My mom would just be like, okay, here's some ibuprofen, and I'll drive you. Like, the treat is that you don't have to take the bus, but I'll drive you to school and I'll be there to come pick you up. So, like, my parents were like, no missing school. You know what I mean? Like, you don't miss school for what? Like, you going to school. She probably just wanted me out of the house, but and I don't blame her because, she was a mom of 5 kids. So, but I was number 4. So at that time, yeah, my younger sister was in elementary school. But yeah, we didn't miss school. But yeah, I have very high pain threshold, so it didn't really bother me. But those fibroids, when I would have it would almost feel like I would have like a spasm. And when those spasms would happen, or like the heavy bleeding, oh my God. Well, do I think that well, I'll say this. I'm not sure if I don't know if my mom had fibroids because she was of that age range where she really didn't talk, like she would just say feminine problems. Like she would never say, they didn't talk about that stuff like out loud. Yes, Destiny. Yes. I sure was. I did. Because that was, my mom told me the sum and total of my sex talk when I was in high school was don't bring home any babies. So I did not. So I was, and my sister, I have a sister who, there's 4 girls. So one of my sisters has had some problems similar to myself, and 2 other sisters who never used birth control at all, so no kind of hormonal intervention or anything like that, had no problems. Yes, Melanin Doc, thank you for joining us. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if they are hereditary, but I feel like there is some correlation with using birth control pills, but it is what it is. I'm all in your head, Ashley. I didn't really have much. I think my father probably knew I'd already I wouldn't say figured it out, but I was very into science. So, I knew how it worked. I read biology books. I started reading biology books, like you get biology in like 6th grade or 6th, 7th grade. And then so you start learning about, high level from the plant perspective to, the human anatomy. I think it was really just kind of the fundamentals at that point. Like, oh, okay, that's what happens. So I remember health class. I went to just regular junior high school, and they told us everything that we needed to know in the 8th grade. And I remember, I'm still friends with a lot of these people today. I still know a lot of people from elementary school, middle school, things like that. It's funny because I can remember that day, and there's certain people who I know were there who it's like, remember back in the day when, Miss So-and-so told us about such and such. I think we were all just kind of like, oh my God, but there were already people who were having sex. I mean, I wasn't, but there was a couple of people that we knew, possibly were, but then definitely by but I ended up going to all girls Catholic high school for 3 years. And then my last year of high school, I went back to my hometown high school. But yeah, when at the Catholic school, they didn't really talk, they talked about abstinence. They talked about abstinence. And I mean, they told us what we needed to know. But there was a strong emphasis, of course, on abstinence because it was a Catholic archdiocese school. I was raised Catholic, and yeah, that was, they spoke on abstinence, 7th month pregnant. Yes, Destiny, I don't think you emailed me. Destiny, what I might do because of Corona, not that we have Corona here, but what I'm going to do is I think these headbands are on Amazon. So what I want to do is maybe just send you an Amazon gift card and the item, and you can get it or you can put it to whatever you want. But I think it was like $13, maybe, if it's that much. That way I don't have to worry about going to the post office and you're pregnant, all that. So, just as few hands as possible touching something. So, Destiny actually won. Hey, Tasha. Destiny won I'm washing my hair headband. Hold on. And well, not one. I mean, she was notification gang on Monday, and I wanted to reward her because she's always there. And Destiny is like, she was notification gang on Monday. And but Destiny, yeah, that's what I'll do. So can you email me at Love Lies Lace Fronts, like omit the and, or just get me on Instagram. So lovelieslacefronts@gmail.com, or you can get me on IG. And that way I can have your email address, and then I will email it to you, and then you can just buy it on Amazon. Oh, I will. Damn. Here's my Cash App. Someone just asked me for my Cash App. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Tasha. Yes. So yeah, Lola's Addiction is awesome. But yeah, I bought those on her recommendation. Lola had them on one day or purchased them, and I'm just a notorious, like, when I see something, it's kind of like, how Beyonce goes, I see it, I want it, I work hard, I own it. I mean, it's just kind of like, if I see I'm very much like a visual shopper, and when I see something and I like it, I've got to have it. So she took it, she showed it one day, and I was like, oh, those are cute. And I bought a bunch as giveaways, and I gave away a whole lot before we moved, but I still have those too. And so be it. But also, Queen V, if you're listening, email me, because I didn't hear from either one of you. And that way I can Amazon direct you the money, and then you can put it towards whatever you'd like to do. And I'll send you the item number if that's what you choose to buy. lovelieslacefronts@gmail.com. Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty up to date on your channel, the vlog, the switch to your family channel to catch up. I told you I was gonna. So oh, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Della. Yes, the live will stay up. The live will stay up most definitely. But yeah, guys, I don't want, like, the last couple weeks, I just want to speak on that. Last couple weeks, yeah, we've been doing like a deep dive into Three Moms because like a lot of stuff was going on and it was juicy and all of that kind of stuff. And not saying that we're not going to do that, because you guys know I love to talk. I love to deep dive. I like to like, well, what do you think? And what'd you think? And all that kind of stuff. But I don't need to necessarily go fishing in empty waters. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's nothing going on, there's nothing going on. Doesn't mean that there's not other stuff to talk about, because we've had a very nice conversation and we've talked very little of our nucleus Three Moms today. So, but yeah, it's not, right now, whatever's going on, it just isn't really like super interesting. So, I just kind of want to put that out there that, if you have a question, I'm certainly happy to entertain the question. But, let's see. I was seeking around. I had many siblings, cousins. Yeah, so I guess for any of you guys who are just joining, we were talking a little bit about birth control. We were talking about not so much like should you or shouldn't you, just some of the effects, because I did share, I've had a hysterectomy, guys. So for those of you who don't know, and I had terrible, terrible fibroids. And because someone was asking if I was thinking about having more kids. And of course, I think about having more kids all the time, but I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. And it's okay. Because if we really wanted to have a baby, I mean, there are options out here, right? We certainly are not rich people, but there's adoption, there's I don't know that I would go foster care route unless it was foster to adopt, and that would be a new baby. My life would have to be a little bit different though, in terms of not, going out of, I wouldn't want to do it again the way I did it the last time. I mean, I would not change a thing because it is what it is and we had to do what we had to do, period. However, at this point in my life, if like, let's just say, hey, we've got a baby for you, like tomorrow, I would be a stay-at-home mom or a multiple streams of income mom kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Mompreneur. Mompreneur, I guess is how you pronounce it. I don't know. I'd be a mompreneur. I would invent the next awesome African-American female-owned baby wash or diaper or something. I would come up with something. Because I was actually, Farrah and I were watching a movie the other day, and yesterday, and the guy said, making a living is creating something people need every once in a while. Making a killing is making something or creating something that people need every day. And I was just like, I like that. That spoke to me. I was like, what do you say? Wait a second. Okay, so that's making a, so you might make money, but you'll make a killing if it's something that people need all the time, right? Every day. So interesting, right? Womb blasting. What the hell is that? Motherhood is awesome. It's the best thing I've ever done. Yes. I mean, it's a good benchmark, right, silly mommy? I mean, there's nothing wrong with, occasional products, but if it's something that people need on a regular basis, that is, I can tell you this, I don't know, womb blasting, I'm not sure what that is. Is that when they, the ablations? Hey, Moving in Silence. Yeah, Moving in Silence, we are just having like women's reproductive organ chitty chat. We were talking about tubal ligations. We were talking about hysterectomies, fibroids, cysts, you name it. We're talking about it. Motherhood is not good. Stop lying to little girls. Okay. We don't. Okay, hold on. Let me. Spartan woman, you can go somewhere with that, because let me tell you something. If anything, you came into the wrong group. This is a group of proud to be, proud, proud, getting ready to be moms. And if it were not for a woman, you would not be here, Spartan. So whoever you are, troll, non-troll, whatever you are, look, because of a mother, you were here. Now, I don't know what kind of mother that was, whether they were good or whether they were bad, but at the end of the day, that's your business and you can hold on to it. Okay. I heard also having to, okay. Black Dolly, yeah, it's just it. I wouldn't even say it's ticking, like it's working. It's working. I think don't hear it as like a loud tick, like I got to do this right away. I'll tell you this, and I told you guys this last week. Um, so for those of you who did not hear, when I got pregnant with Farah, me and my husband were not married yet. Okay. And I knew that I wanted to have a baby. He wanted to have a baby. It wasn't really like, oh, well, let's get married first. I mean, it was going to happen when it happened. Right. Um, at the end of the day, we both wanted children. We both wanted children with each other. So I'm not saying go out and just have a baby with someone that you like. Have a baby with someone that you love, someone who you know would be a good father and a good partner and hopefully a good mate to you, good future potential husband, if not husband first. That would be ideal. But I knew for me at the age that I was when I had Farah, I was more than equipped financially to take care of my daughter on my own if I had to, but that was not the circumstances. But it was a very conscious decision between myself and Farah's dad, who now is my husband, what we did. So, but 25, girl, you have a lot of time still. You still got time. You got lots of time. So don't rush it, because if you never know what God has in store for you, and you don't want to rush God's promise. Let him deliver. Let him deliver. It's so nice to have a promise delivered to you rather than, make it work out on your own. Just live your life. And I'm telling you, someone is going to see like that vivacious, woman that you are, and come, and, it's going to happen how it happens, whether you're wifed up first or after. In 2020, I almost feel like it almost doesn't even matter anymore. I think getting married is still huge, and I think it's very important. But do you need to be married to have a baby? No. Is it a shame? Of course not. Um, but do I think being married is important? Hell yeah, because I think it brings you to your best self when you marry the right guy. It really does. It brings you so out of yourself to your best and higher self. Because just as you elevate as a mother, that whole kind of unconditional love that you experience being a mother, it goes to another level when you share that with another person, because as a mother, you're mothering your blood, right? As a wife or as a husband, you are loving someone who is not your blood, but you accept as your other half, your equal. And they make you, by doing that, you experience the fullness of yourself, because it gives you like a lot of, it's gives you a lot of freedom. um Black women's health. You know, one day, maybe we won't do it on this channel, but I have a very good friend who is a medical doctor, internal medicine, who I think has some free time right now because she's one of the doctors at our local university, and they're at least on summer break right now, I know. And I might ask her if you guys are interested. I could definitely do a live and we could talk, maybe even over here. But I just wouldn't want the trolls to follow her because she definitely doesn't deserve that. She's very, you know, she's very sweet, and I certainly wouldn't want her trolled at all. But yeah, she's, you know, very kind of like naturalista. She's awesome. But like I said, she's in internal medicine, so she's a general practitioner, and she actually was my doctor for a period of time until she left the practice. And when she told me, you know, how the doctors kind of break it to you when they're leaving a practice, and she said it, and I was just like, does this mean that we can be friends now? And she was like, yes. So we've been friends ever since. And she's a really, really good friend of mine. So maybe I could arrange for her to at least call in, or yeah, maybe we can do a like ask the doctor kind of thing. If that's something that you guys are interested in. Now I can do it over here, but I don't know if it's better if I do it over at Francois Vlogs, because, you know, you guys expect the tea over here, not, you guys expect like, yeah, the shade and the tea, not necessarily like, medical moment. Any doulas in the house? I don't know. I know Sofa Time has a good friend who is in school for, doula. Could we do a private chat? Yes, we can. It could either be private over on Facebook, or whoever wants to take the leap into one of my awesome supporter memberships. You know, I may have that launch soon, but I think it's going to be like, it's going to be somewhere like 99 cents to $1.99. It's going to be like, just, you know, support your girl. And there they've put in parameters where it can be a private chat. So where if you are not, so it can be a public live, but a private chat where you have to actually be a member to see, or it can be a members only live period. So you guys tell me if that's something that you guys are interested in. I haven't launched membership on this side just because I didn't know who would be interested. But if some of you, like I said, it would be like $2, something like that. I know other channels have them right now, but I don't know who has kicked off doing private chats or not, but we can do that. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, you're not going to get an epidural? I didn't want to I had a panic attack when they started to try to give me my epidural. Girl, Destiny. Yes. Let me tell you. I'm so sorry, silly mommy. Okay. Yes, me too, Sofa. Yes. I labored for almost 24 hours, and it was so funny. My doctor, my doctor's name was Dr. Wood. He was a guy, right? So Dr. Wood was off duty, and he came through to say, "Hey, I'm off duty, you know, see ya." And so then overnight there was another doctor. He was the one, like, I never really saw him. So the next day, Dr. Bell, if she's still around, her name's Dr. Beverly Bell. She's like one of the top Black female obstetrician gynecologists here in Charlotte. And you could not get on Dr. Bell's books for nothing. Okay. So that's how I ended up seeing Dr. Wood. So that being said, who walks into the room? She's from Guyana. Like a breath of fresh air. She smelled like gardenia or something. She smelled like very expensive, like, you know, what's it called? perfume, but I'm thinking of something else. Like burrito. What is it? So she just smelled like very, very expensive perfume, right? Anyway, she comes in and turns out she actually ended up delivering Farah. So she comes in, she's like, okay, well, you're laboring. My water broke. My water broke on its own. She came through and she's like, okay, well, we'll check you a little bit later, see how things are going. I was contracting, things were open, everything was moving along. It was like 4:30, maybe 5-ish, 6 somewhere. I'm not sure what time it was when she came in, but she's like, did they have you sign the papers yet? I was like, what papers? She says, it's time to go to surgery. Like we got to take this your water broke and didn't they come through to go ahead and get your signature for anesthesia and whatever else? And I was just like, I looked at my boyfriend, now husband, and I was like, I don't want to do it. I didn't want a C-section. I immediately had like a panic attack. No, not like white diamonds. And I've got 2 bottles in my bedroom. I can't think of it. Anyway, but yeah, she came in and she said to my husband, she goes, Daddy, don't you want your baby like in the next couple, like, don't you want to see your baby? Like she called him daddy. She's like, don't you? And she was a very beautiful, very pretty Black woman, just really pretty. She had short natural hair and just smelled amazing. I had been laying in the bed for a whole day, smelling like with the cat drug in a hospital gown, looking like shit. And she comes in looking like a fucking $1,000,000, badass doctor, dressed nice, makeup on, like she hadn't done anything but just be the bomb all day, coming in, Daddy, don't you want your daughter, like your baby to be born, blah, blah, blah. And next thing I knew, he was in like the scrubs. He was like, well, I guess we're going to surgery. I'm like, way to schmooze my husband, okay? Or my boyfriend. Anyway, but yeah, so I ended up having a C-section and it was okay. I mean, the thing I remember from C-section was I felt them, I could feel her being pulled out from under my ribs. Like I could feel her, that one of those pulls, I could just feel her being pulled out. Raheem said he saw like my complete insides. I think that was something like he's never going to forget. And what else? That was the main thing. And the funny thing was, which I can't remember the time now, but I remembered I was looking at the clock. And when they called the time of birth, they took the time of birth for me because they were like, okay, what time was it? And I was like, maybe it was like 7:05. I need to look on her birth certificate, but whatever time it was because that's what I told them. I'm like, why'd they trust me? But I did. I remembered looking at the clock because I was facing that way. And I don't know if any of you guys experienced this after they cut the umbilical cord. So just maybe put like a 1 in the chat if you felt this at all. When you had your baby, and they cut the umbilical cord, did you get a brain freeze like you've never had before? Have any of you guys experienced that when they cut the cord? 10 years ago. So did you guys have the brain freeze when they cut the umbilical cord? No brain freezes. A friend of mine told me that, really? So I wonder, well, it couldn't have just been just because of a C-section, because at the end of the day, once the baby comes out, the baby's out with the umbilical cord. Um, so I had a brain freeze, like I got shivers when they cut her from me. Like all of a sudden, I just was freezing cold. Tamla, so to your point, I felt a little overpowered at the time, that even though I really respect Dr. Bell and I think she's fabulous and she did an awesome job, um, first thing she said when Farrah came out was like her head is perfect. She said it's perfectly round, you have a perfectly healthy baby. The way she said it was so like, I'll just never forget. It was really nice. But I did feel very overpowered at the time, and I felt like they played to um Raheem, just kind of like, well, it's safer, it's this, it's that. It was complete textbook of what, like, when I watched Ricky Lake and the business of having babies, and some other, I watched a couple of those like natural childbirth movies. It was exactly what they said would happen happened. They made me lay down the whole time, because I was high risk. I couldn't walk, like, to get my labor going better, even though my water broke on its own. I probably could have had my baby, but I mean, I ended up going for C-section. The main thing that I regret is that I was in the hospital for 24 hours. I could have had the baby. Like, if they would have told me, oh, you're gonna have the baby literally in like 20 minutes, it's gonna take us like 4 minutes to cut her out and 15 minutes to get you sewn up. If I would have known, I would have let them do it the day before, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of like a waste of 24 hours. But, I also heard of, them allowing you to labor, and then, you end up paying for a birthing room, and then you end up paying for surgery suite. So it's a very expensive birth when you've had the two setups and two very different birthing teams and all that. But okay. Y'all. But you know what? It's that hour. You know what happens after an hour? You know what happens when it gets to an hour? Like, y'all, nothing good. It's like when they say nothing good happens after 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. Nothing good comes after you've been on live for too long. Like, literally, an hour, hour and a half. It's like, whoop, time to go, because the fools are coming out. Who, me, Dominique? Did I dilate? Yes. I don't remember how far I was, but it was happening. I was having contractions, all that, but I felt like Dr. Bell had a dinner date. She was very hotsy totsy. She was beautiful woman. But I think she had a very active social calendar, and she was ready to go. I think she had dinner plans. I mean, she had on a white suit. I mean, where was she going? But it was summer, but she was fabulous. So I'm very happy that Farrah was delivered by Dr. Bell, no doubt. Because that was who I wanted anyway. Why I went to that office, but I could not get to her. So I ended up with Dr. Wood, and turned out she delivered my baby anyway. So that was awesome. That was awesome. Yes, sofa time. That was what I was just talking about. That it's so good. So good. One of my sisters, I'm like my sister, I have three. One of my sisters actually had her baby at home in a pool. They did the whole umbilical cord kind of connection thing for a period of time. Um, I'm not sure how long, so I don't even want to say, but it was connected longer than it would have been in the hospital, because the hospital, I guess they cut that thing right away. Um, Tamla, it's like I knew, because I had been educated right? They still got me, and it was, I did breastfeed. Breastfeeding was beautiful. I enjoyed it. I felt like I was giving my best to my daughter. So that was good. Someone has triplets? I can't imagine. A fly must have came in the house. My God. We leave the doors open a lot. We're just one of those houses that I leave the doors open. Um, and sometimes those stupid flies come in. That's true. Life destiny. Mm. Yeah, it's breastfeeding is rough. I think I read I had the book What to Expect When You're Expecting. I also I looked at some breastfeeding stuff. One of my good girlfriends breastfed for a good while, and she told me, she just said, "Don't give up." That was her advice to me, "Don't give up." And I remembered when they were raw and hurting. I got maybe it was lanolin. I got some kind of something from, was it Medela, the brand? Something that I could rub, and that made it so much better. Um, whatever else, I got some good products, and it made it easier and better to pump when I had to go back to work and all that stuff. And she just said, "Don't give up." Because there were times like it's like frustrating, or I'm the only, you know what I mean? Like, because when you're breastfeeding exclusively, like the first 8 weeks, I just breastfed, and then I worked into pumping. So I was like it. So her dad, my husband, um, wasn't really able to give Farah a bottle for a while. It was maybe like, I have to go back and look. I have a picture of the first bottle, so I don't know when that was. Um, but I was exclusively breastfeeding for a while. Yeah, I started to kind of mix it, even though I was producing like a lot of milk. I was good in the milk department. However, um, I don't know. You have to have a lot of support around you that um support the breastfeeding endeavor. My husband certainly did. Um, but everyone doesn't get it. They don't think the milk is rich enough. There's just something about that old thick ass bottle of formula with some damn cereal in it that people believe in is better than what we produce. So, it is what it is. Um, but yeah, I eventually started supplementing, mixing, we do our best, right? I mean, the kids, thank God, we all made it. Um, and they say even if it's just a couple of weeks, if you're able to, sometimes it just doesn't work. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, thank God that there's good supplemental type food out here for your babies, supplemental nutrition for the babies. So, it is what it is. But guys, what an interesting conversation today. We were like all up in this women's health, women's reproductive thing. And my boys are 14 months apart. I still had milk in my freezer from the first baby. Gave it to my second. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, so Destiny, this is not your first baby. I wasn't sure if this was your first baby. So this is not your first baby. So we can have talks like this anytime, guys. I'm all about some women's health. I love women's health, family talk, baby talk, any of that. It's all very interesting. And anytime. But yeah, I'm going to talk to my friend and see if she would be interested in doing like a medical minute or something. If you guys have any specific questions, keep in mind she is a family doctor, but internal medicine, your scope of practice is almost kind of everything in a way, because you have to know a little bit of everything as a family doctor. However, she's internal medicine. But I'm sure she can answer general medical questions, because a lot of times people use their family doctors for women's health, also to manage their diabetes and hypertension and mild, certain mild cases of chronic illnesses. So yes. So guys, don't forget Friday. There's going to be some foolery, and I'm going to just say some fuckery going on. We already know. We know. So Friday, we will wrap it up. I will be prepared. I am going to get deep up into these videos and see, did we miss anything? Let's get caught up all the way. So next week, it's not like you didn't see that, you missed that. I'm going to get all the way caught up. And so Freestyle Friday, be ready. Phone lines will be open. We are giving away some prizes. So we will have, I believe we're going to have a Walmart $25, and then we're going to have a Miss True Redbone. I don't know. Sofa, have you, have the folks who won last week been in touch with you? Last week we had one CashApp, and then we did a gift certificate to Sofa Time and for 25, and then I did another one for sunglasses. So I think everybody has been taken care of from last week. This week, we're going to do something else. And if there's anyone out there, and guys, you know what? I forgot some tea. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, okay, but let me finish my thought. If there's anyone out there who would like to sponsor, sponsorships don't cost you anything. Sponsorships really are you sponsoring the Cash App gifts or gift certificates. So if you have a small business and you would like to have your product out there, we can use that as a sponsor gift to this wonderful audience. Just hit me up in the email and let me know if you are looking to have your product promoted during this live on any given Friday. Some tea that's kind of not tea, but you may have seen it in the comments. So you guys remember, let me cross my legs for this. I should tell this on Friday. Okay, some people have left, so, but that's okay. So the people who really need to hear it will hear it. So guys, remember, now I'm going to need to see in the comments the yeses. So just put like some ones or something. Remember Kushe Boutique, Chrissy's champagne room dress, and I said Jasmine's romper set was stripper off duty, and they had like Slim Thickums clothes, and I didn't think that I was being less than complimentary. That's just how I felt. That's what I felt like the clothes looked like, right? So guess who reached out to me? Kushe Boutique. Kushe Boutique reached out. Let me find it. I would say I felt bad, but I felt like, look, I wasn't trying to trash your store or anything. Like, you know what I mean? The mysterious, you're funny. Okay, yes. Yes. But look. I don't know if it was woman to, I don't know who the person was, because they basically let me see. Let me find the comment. It's probably deep up in these comments now. Okay. Hello. Hello from Kushe Online. I've seen a few of your videos and wanted to correct the info that you stated about us that's very incorrect. Number one, we're not stripperware. I'd suggest to be reputable, you check things prior to posting. You said you were a business consultant, right? Now, let me just park right there for a second. Love Lies and Lace Fronts is not a business consulting endeavor. Love Lies and Lace Fronts is a gossipy, chatty tea channel. So yeah, no. Now as far as the type of clothing, that's just what it looked like to me. Like, it doesn't mean like, look, I don't set the pace. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, what people wear is what people wear, and how things look on people is how things look on people, right? Now, when I see a maxi dress with slits all the way up the thighs and arm thingies, that's just what it looked like to me. I've been to a strip club before. I'm over 21, right? That's what it looked like. Okay. And what's wrong with that? Does that mean that those stores who sell those type of clothing are not reputable? I think Fredericks of Hollywood has made a lot of money selling those things, right? Yes, Desiree. So I will go on. We carry plus size fashion, and thanks so much for the mentions. Well, of course. I mean, I said that I thought Jasmine's romper set was cute. I understand you have the right to your opinion, and I won't speak on that, but I would hope you see us, and I hope you see us, and if you like, give us a chance for your business. I would actually be willing to collaborate on your review page if you are interested. Thanks so much. And that's cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look, you could have, look, if someone has, and I'm all respect to anybody out here who's got a flat butt. But if you put on a pair of Fashion Nova jeans and you've got a flat butt, you're just somebody with a pair of jeans on and a flat butt, right? If someone with a big ol' ass, see, 2K, why'd you have to come in here when we're talking girl talk? Close your ears. If you've got a big old butt and you put on some Fashion Nova jeans, it's going to look very different. So there's just some people that are always going to look sexy in certain clothing, right? There's just some clothing that are just going to be sexy, period. Now, whether you have a sexy body or not, wearing that item, I'm sorry, a dress with a sweetheart neckline and glovies up to here and slits on both sides up to your hoo-ha, that's a sexy dress. And normally, I mean, you see dancers with those. Like, they'll get down low, you know what I'm saying? And the dress will fall down, and, you know, like, Okay. So I'm not trying to be mean, and I certainly was not trying to be disrespectful to this lady's establishment, but I guarantee you the additional talk has produced some additional traffic. That's what reaction videos do. Okay. So I said, I just said, thank you for reaching out. I did not mean to offend you and your business because that's the type of woman that I am. My impressions of the clothing were favorable, albeit I classified as sexy and dancer wear. It could have just been how the particular model styled the dress. I didn't want to say any names. I liked the romper with the duster set and thought they were very cute, and Jasmine sported them very well. Again, my intent wasn't to speak negatively towards your business, so I apologize for any misunderstanding because that's the kind of bitch I am, okay? I'd love to collaborate and offer a subscriber an opportunity for an outfit or for a discount code if you would like to sponsor a Freestyle Friday. Okay? Okay. I'd be happy to mention and tag your boutique. Thank you again for reaching out. I support small businesses and appreciate the chance to have a dialogue. And that's in the comments, okay? That's in the comments. We just did a live addressing the comments. Okay. And that is under what video? That's under Replica Life. Real versus fake. So if you guys check out Kushe Boutique, you see something you like, please mention that this YouTuber sent you through. Because, you know, contrary to what some might say, you know, there's, you know, Ebony Dime, don't get our discount code taken away now, girl. We're trying to get some sponsors up in here, okay? But yeah, guys. Yeah, you know, look, this is not, again, don't expect everything to be, I'm not a journalist. I don't profess to be. Maybe I'm playing one on TV right now, but I don't have a degree in journalism. I don't have any credential to be a newscaster or anything of that nature. I love YouTube. YouTube is fun. Well, thank you, Try Me Patterson. You know, I just hey 2K. It is what it is. It's just my opinion. And I'm gonna get my husband just texted me and said he's gonna get me some of those dresses. Kush, let me get that discount code. I got an order for you. My husband's wanting to place an order. Okay. Hey, honey child. So it's Kushe Clothing on Insta. And I think it's kush.online. Look, that little romper set was cute. I could definitely see, you know, it was cute. The little bandeau. I don't know if it's a bandeau top or jumpsuit, whatever. It's cute. But certainly, I didn't want the lady or gentleman to feel disrespected, because that's certainly, I wasn't trying to score on them or try to make them look bad in any kind of way. It is what it is. I mean, we have a culture that there's a lot of money that's spent in clubs, and the girls that work in the clubs wear clothes. And I'm sorry if she feels like that's, I didn't see like Sunday dress attire, but I didn't go all the way deep up into her website, in all fairness. So I'm going to just shut it down right here about the website. But anybody has something to say. I also did pin a comment yesterday too. Y'all. Someone actually paid a compliment, and I didn't pin it just because it was a compliment. I pinned it because of what they said. And basically, this person took me to task. If you go, I don't know if it's under Sky's Life. This person had a problem with me because of the video that Kels and I did on Sky's Life. We reviewed Reese's video, and they had some problems. Like I don't know, they just they had an opinion, and that's okay. But she remarked that I heard what she had to say. She heard what I had to say. Unbeknownst to me, she's been watching my videos and made a comment and said, you know what? Even after what happened with Sky, I started watching your channel. I'm watching your channel, and I really do enjoy your content. And I just said, you know, thank you so much for giving me a chance. You know what I mean? I really appreciated that, you know, because at the end of the day, I think sometimes people see a snarky moment, or somebody will grab some video and get their, you know, to prove their point. And that's cool, because you know what? I do it too. I know the game, and that's fine. But there's more depth to me. There's more to me than the snarky, funny soundbite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a whole entire person, and I appreciated that person giving me an opportunity and kind of listening to what I had to say. She may or may not agree with everything, and that's okay, because you know what? I did not put out a sign and say, you must have a robot, you know, you must be a robot, because I think probably everybody in this chat or everybody watching right now is a thinking, independently person, an independently thinking person, excuse me for phrasing that all jacked up. You know, that's that. So I appreciated that person giving me an opportunity. And, you know, I think the way that comment started out was a little prickly, but I think by the end, it's fine. I understand, because maybe they felt like I was kind of being funny towards their business. And when you're working a business, I understand how hard it is, and you don't want anyone diminishing that. And I certainly wasn't trying to do that. So with all due respect, certainly check out the website. I mean, you know, Jasmine's outfits were super cute. I didn't love that blue dress. I'm just going to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody send me something. That's why I'd rather you not even pay me, because I'm going to give an honest review. I'm not, you know, that's it. I'm going to give honest. Someone sends me something, just be prepared. If I don't like it, then maybe I won't talk about it. And if I love it, I probably won't stop. Right. So, yes, you are a robot. No, you're not. I'm sure you're not. But right, robots over here, right? Everybody has their own mind and thinks their own way. So nothing that I can say is going to make anything happen unless that's what's supposed to happen, right? So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. You guys have been awesome. I'm so glad that we were able to have like some different kind of chat today. But you know, we'll be back on these moms. I mean, you know, it's what brought us all here. So of course we got to talk mom talk. So if you guys hear anything, if you see anything, if you hear anything and you want to tell me something, you guys know how to reach me before Friday so I can get the tea. Also, I think that's it. So unless anyone has anything else for me, I think I'm going to just go ahead and call this a live. And I appreciate you guys coming through, and we'll do this again. And I'm going to try to be on earlier on Friday. But I am going to the dermatologist. So, but I'll be back on time. But anyway, I think that's going to be it, guys. Y'all, my son starts peaking. My daughter starts kindergarten. Oh, pre-K. Online learning. I don't know. Oh God, good luck with that. That's, you know. Thank you so much, Chris Coco. I appreciate that. Thank you, Shan. Yeah, you know, move in silence. That's what we need to do. Sometimes we just need to move in silence. Like, you know, we know you out there. We know y'all out there with the fuckery and the foolery. We gonna get caught up on that on Friday, right? We're just giving you guys a chance to like make some more shit happen. Now don't think just because, yeah, I'm sure we could have found something to talk about, but it just wasn't necessary. Like we needed a break because we've been going hard for a couple of months, and yeah, y'all. Last thing, did you guys I'm gonna start doing this, maybe not every day, but I'm gonna hand pick a throwback. Y'all watch those throwbacks. I'm gonna maybe just do it once or twice. I'm not gonna overload you because I know there's lots of new content always out there. But when I send a throwback, one of the questions on Friday could come from that throwback. So catch the throwbacks. I'll post them in the community link. And sometimes it's just some additional kind of like, hey, do you remember this? Because this has a lot to do with what's happening right now. So when I post those throwbacks, keep that in mind. There's a throwback I posted yesterday. Go check it out. And that's it on that. So anyway, guys, love you. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all, it's almost 3:00 and we've gone almost 2 hours. So you guys are awesome. You guys are the real ones. You guys are the real 101. So y'all take care. Have a good one. And I will see y'all on Friday. Bye. Take care. Have a good afternoon.